This is Kyle Cherry. I'm Peter Bloomer, and we welcome you to Team Thrive by Prevail Online Coaching.
We want to help you build the strength, conditioning, mobility, and nutritional and stress management habits to not just survive, but thrive. We're talking today about a revamp to Team Thrive. We have been running Prevail Online Coaching, and Team Thrive is a part of that for the last 3 years, and we're excited to introduce some new offers that are a part of the team. So we'll get right into it. Our objectives for the day, share our why behind creating Prevail Online Coaching and Team Thrive, speak to who we are aiming to impact with the team, and announce what solutions Team Thrive offers for that ideal client. All right, so our why for creating Prevail Online Coaching and Team Thrive, stems back to just mainly looking to impact more people. I was in year 2 at Prevail. I think I was about 25 years old. I was loving where I was at. I had a great mentor in Peter and was working as a part of this thriving business, and we were generating more referrals than we could deal with. Hey, I wish my cousin could work with you. Oh, but my schedule's full. Or, oh, I wish my friend could work with you. Oh, but he doesn't live here. Oh, it's a bummer. Hey, there's people out there who need help that we weren't able to help with our current offerings. And on top of that, we just wanted to reduce the barriers to entry to a healthier, stronger life, because many of these people who were coming up fit a similar theme that we'll talk about in a second. We're like, hey, these people need a similar solution. Really, we could provide, and there wasn't anything else out there in the marketplace that I said, yes, like that is the perfect thing that I believe in. So we wanted to create that. And then, lastly and selfishly, say we wanted to impact people together, beyond the time I was going to spend in Santa Barbara. When we started this, that was a ways away. There was no, hard deadline on that, but we knew that my now wife and I would, get married and eventually move and live closer to family. And that's happened now that, a few months ago, we moved down to Orange County to be closer to family. And even back at that time, I was like, I have lucked into this phenomenal mentor and someone who I respect so much and I love impacting lives with, and I want a way to do that forever, So that led to me asking Peter if he would be down to go on this journey.
And for myself, I said about 2015, this was something that was, I felt on my heart, this was something that there was a need for it. We needed to create it. I didn't have the time at the moment. I didn't really know who to do it with. And when Kyle had proposed it a few years ago, I was like, yes, like this is there. I don't know if you read my mind, but it's something that I want to do because I just feel so limited with what we can do here in Santa Barbara and with the time and just even the money and the constraints that provides having a place, having all the expenses that we do here in Santa Barbara, and knowing there's so much more that we could do, so much of a bigger audience that we can serve, that we have a desire to serve. So it's been a great way to be able to do that, to be able to stay connected with Kyle, something that we can do from wherever, for however long we want to. So we're super excited for this and what some of these changes are going to do and how much more impact that we're going to have through this process.
Yep. Love it. So let's talk more about who we want to impact, right? Who is Team Thrive perfect for? We help busy professionals who need a complete, flexible program to thrive while handling work, family, and life. And that last part is really key to us. The type of person who we really wanted to help was the person who needed the efficient plan. Hey, they're handling, career advancements, or there's new kids in the picture, and, what they were doing before wasn't working, and they needed the efficient plan that was still going to make them feel at their best. It's a demographic that I'm entering right now. It's a demographic Peter's been a part of forever. And it's just something that really resonates deeply with us. So the pain points of that person that we are trying to speak to. Number one, I'm letting work or family demands take priority over my health. Again, this is probably the number one thing. I've let this slip because of these other things that I'm prioritizing during these, the middle-aged years where I'm really supposed to be ramping up my career and providing for my family and as a result, putting myself in the back burner. Hey, can we help with that? Number two, I can design a workout, but not a plan for progression over time. This was a common thing we kept hearing of, hey, I have this decent routine that I go to the gym and I do 50 pounds for my warm-up set, then I do 70, and then I do 2 sets of 5 with 80, and then I go to the next pattern and I do this, and it's like, wait, so not only has the workout been the same for a long time, but literally exactly everything. Weights, sets, reps. Like, you haven't changed any of this in a long time. That was a good session, but it wasn't a good plan for progression over time. And either there was just not the know-how there was not the mental headspace and energy to figure out how to progress. It's like, hey, I'm just surviving by getting in. And that's great. Consistency is more important than anything else, but it pained me for those people who were putting in the time and being consistent to not have a plan that was optimal for them. Hey, if you're giving yourself, a couple, 2 to 3 hours a week, let me give you a plan that's going to get you the results that you deserve because you're showing up and putting in the work.
Yeah, no, it's so hard for people for us to see them. Can we make it more optimal? I'm doing this. I'm cause I'm being consistent. I'm doing so much that most people are not even willing to start, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labor. Let us help you develop that so we can continue to do that and do it for a long, long time.
Yeah. And work smarter, but not just by doing more, but with a better plan. And so another common complaint we were hearing was, hey, what I used to do isn't working anymore. Hey, maybe there was a routine that just you can't fit into your lifestyle anymore. Maybe you had this awesome 6-day routine that now that 6-day routine gets spread out over 3 weeks. And it's not as effective anymore because it wasn't really designed for that, right? I'm only hitting the legs every 3 weeks because I was one of my 6 days, Or, hey, I never really had a plan, but kind of the hodgepodge approach of lifting here and there and playing a couple recreational sports. And, that worked fine when I was younger, when I was, more active than I realized. But now that I'm in a sedentary desk job and now that I've got these other responsibilities, the hodgepodge approach isn't getting it done anymore. So that kind of covers 2 different camps, but, a similar theme. What I used to do isn't working anymore. And lastly, I identify as an athlete, but I'm not looking or feeling that way right now. We love working with people who care about it. That's hugely important to both of us. There's an identity that you have, or you're, maybe it's an active hobby you have, or an athletic history you have, that one day you kind of notice, hey, I don't feel like that way right now. When I look in the mirror, that's not who I see. I don't feel at my best. There's an identity crisis of, I think of myself this way, but that's not really my reality right now. Can we help with that?
And for myself, if I could go back in time and start over, do this process, what are the things I wish I would have known and I would have prioritized then so I'd be in a different place now? So that's just kind of an all-encompassing of who we're trying to market towards.
Yeah. So if that speaks to you, well, then, hey, what are the goals of the people with these pain points, right? I want to feel confident that my training time is well spent, right? Again, for those people who are showing up, putting in the work, hey, thank you for doing that for yourself. Let's now make sure that you're getting the most out of that time. I want to show up as the best version of myself for my family and my career. And that's a lot of times that look in the mirror, it's home so much because you realize, I'm trying to be a role model for my kids, or I'm trying to be a leader for my business, and I'm not feeling my best. So how can I be asking that of the people around me, right? Can we change that? To get stronger, perform better, and feel confident in my body, right? Hey, you're handling all these other things in life, you're successful elsewhere. Hey, let's, make you physically feel the way, and embody that success that you're having elsewhere in life.
It's so easy to say one thing, but your actions show something else. So let's mesh those together.
Yep. So then what do you need, right? I need an effective plan I can stick to with my busy schedule. Again, efficiency was our goal here, not just the craziest routine that we could possibly draw up. Hey, what is the routine that actually works for people, who are, handling work, family, life, and have these other variables and the changing schedule? What is the plan that still works for that person? I need an expert's guidance to get the most out of my limited training time. And if I'm going to show up, okay, well then how do I get results? And then lastly, accountability and supports to get back to being the athlete I identify as. This one's huge. If all you needed was a program, well, there's programs out there. There's textbooks that have been around for decades. There's the internet. There's AI now that can pump out a program for you. But do you want a team and a community and coaches who care about you, who are in your same shoes and identify and resonate with the journey that you're on, to provide that support for you? Because there's no shortage of information out there. But do you want support from just someone to simplify all that noise for you?
Yeah, and for me, looking back on different areas and times when I've been really successful and times when I'm just barely making it by, every time there's a coach, somebody in my corner, somebody to be accountable, somebody to help guide me, mentor me. Sometimes even if I know better, I still don't always make the best decisions, versus if somebody's there, like I said, I know they have my back, just like Kyle will have my back and help me get through some of those challenging times and help celebrate those times too when you're killing it.
Yep. Love it. Love it. We'll be big cheerleaders too when things are going well. So what does Team Thrive offer, right? If those pain points, goals, and needs speak to you, hey, well, what does Team Thrive offer? We start off with an introductory 15-minute personalized goal setting session. This is one of our new features of the team because we wanted to have that extra personal touch point with the team where we can kind of say, okay, where is it you're trying to go? who is it that you're trying to become, and is, Team Thrive the right fit for you? And then, hey, what other lifestyle action items need to be in place to get you to where you want to go, right? What has been a part of Team Thrive since the beginning is a 3-day-a-week full body strength program with monthly progression written by experts. So we have a full separate episode on talking about why we do full body strength training, but the main reason is it fits the flexible changing schedule of the busy professional, right? There's going to be times where I might miss that third day, but I still got 2 complete strength sessions in with that program. I didn't miss my 1 leg day, right? So that program just allows for the malleability that your life demands. And then the monthly progression is key. Again, not just a program. This is a plan that is going to build on itself, right? The program is delivered via the Train Heroic app, so complete with videos, nice tracking, and more. So you have the program there in your calendar, videos and cues for everything, sets and reps prescribed, and a place for you to log your weight. There's a leaderboard function, so you can see, hey, what are your teammates doing and put each other on. You can leave questions in the app and get daily coach feedback. So every single day, we're going to check that app and answer your questions, and again, kind of check in on you, cheer you on when we see you, progressing. So there's just a daily touch point from us, caring about your journey. Another new feature that we're going to add to the team, because again, we wanted more of that, coach and community connection, is a monthly live office hour. We're super fired up about this. So a time where we'll get together once a month, have maybe a brief presentation on a topic we want to touch on, field questions on that topic, and then have free time for whatever it is going on in your life that you want some support on. We're there to chat about it and help give you some direction. We've been doing a monthly educational podcast and newsletter as well. Again, just to give you some structure on everything that matters outside of the gym. So, we have our 5 pillars: mobility, strength, conditioning. Our program is going to, cover that. We'll still also cover some lifestyle things that can help reinforce that. And then we'll also cover nutrition and recovery. So can we be thriving in all of those areas? And then our last new feature that we're adding to the team is an invite to an annual workshop in Santa Barbara, California, because again, we just wanted more community, more of a culture, just a team who's cheering each other on. So this is something we're really looking forward to. Details will be coming out about that as it gets closer.
And we just want to go through life with you,
Yep.
plain and simple. We're at different stages. We have different things that we've experienced over the years. There's different things that you're going. How can we help you continue to progress, continue to thrive and improve? And again, let us be in your corner. Let us be a part of your team.
Yeah. So the key thing we want to get across is that this is not just a program. This is an exclusive community who's working together to thrive, right? So in summary, if you're a busy, high-achieving professional who needs a plan to maximize the time that you have and are seeking guidance to refine your inner athlete, Team Thrive is that plan. That's what you've been looking for. We're looking forward to having you and going on that journey with you.
Excited for what's to come.